Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I thought I would do a little talking over flying video from a recent session where I went flying at a college. I've flown at before, but I hadn't really flown this particular area of the campus. I've flown it, but not really like in depth, and so I kind of wanted to explore it and everything. So I'm going to show you a little footage here from exploring and my flying my two packs that I got in before security kicked me out. And you'll see security come along here in a little bit, and I'll get to that. So when I come to a new spot, I'm going to check it out, I'm going to fly or whatever, I usually fly really conservative, and I don't want to crash. I don't want to break stuff immediately. I don't want to kind of get in that mode of crashing over and over again, because that just kind of puts you in a bad mood and you can't really accomplish anything when you're doing it. So I like to take it kind of easy and just kind of cruise around, and I'll check the space out. And more so recently, I've got to where I'll do a little bit of acrobatics around. I used to would just kind of fly through gaps and that kind of thing. And with practice and whatnot, you get better at being a little more confident. But I wouldn't try anything crazy. I wouldn't try any like backwards flying, that kind of stuff, when I'm first starting out. But just kind of flying around the area here and just kind of exploring this staircase. And this is a really cool spot. I really like this spot, and I really wish that security wouldn't have kicked me out, but they ultimately did, and we'll talk about that again here in a minute. And like I said, I've flown this spot several times. I've been over here. I've flown a bunch of packs here, but I've never really flown this staircase. I've flown through it, but never really kind of focused on it. And so what I wanted to do today was kind of two things. I wanted to practice flying through all these gaps and kind of explore this area and kind of learn it, because I really would like to fly this in a much more aggressive way, in a much better way. There's one of my crashes there, and I kind of transitioned that to the second flight here. So anyways, this is kind of what I do. I'll just kind of take it easy, and you'll see I'm a little more aggressive on this flying here than I was previously. And you still haven't seen the security guy, but I will talk about that here in a minute. So we my wife and I, we went over there, and when we pulled into the lot there was a car, and she's like, "Oh, you're going to get kicked out." I'm like, "No, no, no." Apparently she's psychic, because that's exactly what ultimately happens. Is I get kicked out of here, unfortunately. But like I said, this is a fun spot. All kinds of gaps, all kinds of cool stuff to fly around. The building structure is really cool, and that staircase has got all kinds of openings, and you can get all the way up to the top. You got plenty of access if you do crash, which is great. I mean, it's like a really, really, really great spot to fly. And there's the security guy. So come through there, and I saw him when I did the little flip, come through there, and I was like, "Oh, did he see me? I wonder if he's going to come around." So I kind of go back, and I kind of take it easy here, and I'm thinking I'm going to wait and see what he's going to do. And I don't see him, and I don't see him again. I'm kind of looking around. I still don't see him. I come through here. I want to go back through that area there, and I still don't see him. I'm thinking, okay, maybe he just went on, or he didn't see me, or he's just going to go on. He's not going to worry about it. Like I said, I've flown here a bunch. I've seen security here before. They've never said anything. So I come back over here, and I come over here and land. And then after I land, he ends up driving by us, and we're kind of like underneath this portico area here to stay out of the heat. And I land there, and he ends up going by us, and I don't know where he went to. I didn't see exactly which way he went, but I know he went through there, and I'm figuring he's probably looking for me. When he came around, he's looking for me. So I'm going to fly through here and see if I see him. And I go through there, and I see him on the other side, and I'm like, "Oh, there he is." So he definitely is looking for me. So I'm going to fly around here a bit and see what happens, and see if he comes out or not. And sure enough, he ends up coming out. You'll see the air in just a second. I'm going to go over here and do a little split S over the sign and come back up. And there he goes. He's coming over, and I see him. I'm like, "Oh, he's going to come over and talk to me. Is he going to shoo me away?" That's what I'm wondering. And so I'm over here flying. He lands. He goes, "Hey, buddy, what's up?" And I'm like, "Hey, not much. You doing all right?" And he goes, "Hey, you can't fly here. It's private property." I'm like, "Okay, let me land." And so I land, and we get on out of there. And it's unfortunate, because it's a cool spot, but I get what he's doing. I understand what he's his reasoning, you know, he could get in trouble. If he lets me stay there and someone were to see that I was still there and he didn't do something about it, he could get in trouble. You know, he doesn't want more riffraff coming around. I get it. You know, so your best option is usually to say, you know, be cordial, be nice, and then if they ask you to leave, just leave. It's no big deal. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they do. You know, sometimes they'll want to talk a bit even before they do, and you know, if they're interested in the drones or whatever. So that's what I usually do. Anyways, I thought you guys might enjoy a little bit of flying. I know it's not great, but a little chit chat about the stuff that happens whenever we go out and we fly. You guys have a great day, and be respectful. Don't be pains in the butt, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.